What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? Welcome to the ICanB show, where we talk about everything we could be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Back again on Monday. I am your host, ICB, and I am very, very, very happy to be here. Y'all, we made it to a new week. Ooh, the twists and the turns, the tumbles and the weeds. My God, okay? Listen. Whatever is challenging you to become a better person, like, take heed to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us hear things that we don't necessarily always want to hear, and we think that we have this code and key to life. And while your discernment, and the things that you know about yourself, the things that you know you're capable of, are very important, right? But sometimes things are just simple and plain. And if it makes you angry, if it makes you frustrated, if it makes you insecure, 9 times out of 10, you have some turning around to do. You have some insight to, embark on, so that you can be a better person, so that you can move forward in this life in the way in which God wants you to. I got all these dots on my face because it's bullseye, baby. It's time to execute. It's time to come through in the way in which you know how to. We all are given maps and plans. We all are given just just simple ways of doing things from the things that we observe, from the things that we learn, from the things that we are taught. All of it is for a better purpose. So you don't want to allow those things to fall below the seam of who you are. If you have certain keys, certain, principles about yourself, excuse me, y'all. But if y'all have like certain just ways of being that is going to put you in a better position, and you have that knowledge, you have those capabilities, we ask of you to step forth in a way that makes sense, right? A way that's going to bring you to less stress, the way that's going to have less people on your back, a way that's going to have, you just in a better position in your eyes, and then in turn, like in the Lord's eyes, because he knows that you are listening and you're taking heed to everything that he has given to you in this life, so that you can continue to steamroll, so that you can continue to, manifest, fine tune yourself in the way in which you are to go and who you really are as a person, right? Which is this eventually like all encompassing individual who has tried the test, who's tried time and has been proven. So, the great old saying is suffering builds perseverance, and perseverance builds hope, right? So you got to suffer for one. Who knows? Excuse y'all, it's the car. It's a vibe. It's a vibe to suffer. But, suffering, like, I don't want to say like suffering is like putting the work in, because putting the work in can be very, very fun, but it's always going to be those days when you're not in control, and when you want to be in control, and when you feel like you just don't have, all the pause needed to accompany the print that you're looking for. But in reality, everything that you need is right in front of you, and if you need more than that, then God will provide resources, people, timelines, pathways for you to get everything that you need. So I come to you today just letting you know that, like, hope is real. Like, you're going to be all right. Everything is, like, working within due purpose of who you are as an individual. So you want to just make sure that you're staying on the route of, your divinity. Like, you're staying on the route of fine-tuning who you are, so that you can accompany the Lord on this journey. Why keep learning the same lesson over and over again? Like, that stuff really does, like, striking your self-esteem and make you feel like you're not enough when you keep not getting the point. When you get the point at the end of the journal, but then you still show up in a way that's not monumental towards yourself, your purpose, or where you want to go. So I just encourage you all to learn the lesson, right? To pick up what God is giving you, and put down the bull crap. Like, leave last week in the past. Leave the last life in the past. If you want to gain something new, you have to give up something old. So if you want to gain a new lifestyle, you got to give up old lifestyle. If you want to get a new boo, you got to give up an old boo. If you want to, learn new information, you got to be open to realizing that you don't know as much as you think you might know. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be ready and prepared to go to school. First day of class, pencil sharpened, backpack full with fresh notebooks to take down new notes and to develop yourself for this school year, all right? For this season in your life, for this purpose, for everything that the Lord has for you. You never know that the ministry in which He is calling you to. And, you know, I just say to you guys, you know, all the time, and I'm going to reiterate this until my dying day, but the fear in your mind is a warning. If you notice something about this world that you're living in, a lot of times, especially if it strikes you in fear, is because you are the warrior, you are the change agent for that exact thing. So you want to make sure that you are staying up and staying at it with God, and you know where you're going because He's leading your steps. But if you want to continue to fall and out of alignment and to continue to fall into old patterns that have not served you well, are not serving you well, is not reaffirming to you who God made you to be, then you got a decision to make, right? And you got to just know that you are okay and that you are all right and that everything is working in His purpose. You know, they say the wise man, righteous man falls 7 times. Baby, fall 3. Get up. Like, chill out. Bye, my boy. Bye. But anyway, happy Monday Fun Day. I love you guys all so. Oh, it's not Monday Fun Day. That's gonna be the post. Y'all gonna see it. But it is Monday Fun Day, right? It's ICanB Monday. It's Monday Fun Day. But it's the day to get it rocking, get it popping. Miley Cyrus, you know, all that. So today, 6 minutes and 44 seconds into our video, we are announcing our topic of the week. So I really wanted you guys I wanted to touch on this topic because I think it's so important for you to understand discernment. Discernment is our topic of the week. So when we talk about discernment, like, it's important for you to understand what's going on around you, right? And life isn't always about what's happening in the physical. A lot of times it's spiritual as well. So if something is happening to you, like somebody in the physical, they could smile at you, but behind that smile could be an evil person, right? Could be a demon. Could be somebody plotting on your life. Could be the wolves trying to latch onto you and suck you dry. Okay, I know that y'all done seen some of them scary smiles. I ain't see that movie that was like Smile or something like that. I don't get into too much of that scary stuff because I'll literally get scared, and that's like, why would I do that to myself? All in all, like, you have to be able to read people's body language, to read people's energy, to read people's, you know, physicalities as well. You need to be able to decipher, like, what somebody is, like, given, right? So that you know how that you can show up in a room, and you know how you can exist in a way that's healthy for you. So today I got a few tips for you guys for, you know, just keeping up with your discernment and everything that's going on around you. And the first step is knowing yourself. Now, you have to know yourself and you have to know your triggers in order to decipher between your energy and someone else's. Oh my God, it's fire. But hold on. So when I say know your triggers, now we all have trauma, we all have things that have striking us that you know, have changed our perception of the world. You know, I talk about this all the time. It's like when you're a kid and you're dealing with stuff, let's say on the topic of childhood trauma right now, when things happen to you, you are quick to just like dust it off your shoulder and just keep running, just keep going, just keep trying, right? And it comes a point in time when you become an adult and you gain a greater perspective in this world, and that greater perspective teaches you that, wow, you know, maybe I shouldn't have went through that as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's not something I should have just brushed off my shoulders, right? That's something that requires some attention, and somebody, you know, you just develop a lot of questions when you get to a certain age. And I say that to say, it's like, all right, when you look back and you understand the things of this world that strikens you because it may have hurt you in a certain way, and now you you know, understand world from that perspective, whether it be a good one or a bad one, you have to understand, sorry, I'm trying not to get lost here. You have to understand that you have to come one with the pain that you've experienced and the pain that might be striking in you in your life, right? So social anxiety, right? I really truly believe that anxiety is you're projecting your own internal pains and fears onto the room. And when I talk about having discernment, that's not what I'm talking about, right? So anxiety could be like, let's say my nose is round, right? And I go into a room and somebody looks at me in my face and I'm like, oh my God, they've noticing my round nose. I can't stand my nose. My nose is so ugly. They think that I'm so ugly. I'm the ugliest person in the world. I rebuke that. Hold up. Woo! You gotta watch what y'all say, y'all. You gotta watch what y'all say because you are affirming life out your mouth, okay? Sharp as a sword, it's real. Be aware and don't talk yourself into a dumpster. Anyway, so or that round nose is like, all right, somebody bullied me in school and was like, yo, you got the round nose girl. She the round nose girl, blah, 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 blah. And you grow up to have this insecurity about your round little nose. And it's like, all right, when you go into a room and somebody looks at you and they might make a face or a physical expression and you automatically jump to the simple fact of your round nose, you're not properly using your discernment because you're not acknowledging that you have that insecurity about your round nose to begin with, right? So when you have those insecurities, you can't allow them to cloud your vision and make it be so that you cannot exist in the room in a healthy way. So when I say about discernment, a good thing that you can do when it comes to deciphering between the energy in the room and your own triggers and stuff is pull your energy back. Now, I have for a long time been with some people, I'll dive into people. I want to know everything about you. Who are you? How's life treating you? What part of the train are you on? What part of the rails are you on? Where you going? How you going to get there? Where you come from? What part of life have you crafted? What part of, I believe everyone is art, right? So I used to just dive into people. Boom. I'm in the energy field. Boom. And I used to get very overwhelmed because I'm sometimes, I don't know if it's just a weird thing that I have within myself, but I feel like I can feel people's energy. I don't want to say on a different level because it's a video for all of us, right? But I'm just saying, if you get too close to somebody, you have a conversation with them and you're all into them, you're going to soak up their energy, okay? And before you know it, if you don't have the discernment to separate, to hold at least some of who you are back to yourself, then you will mesh with somebody else's energy and their traumas will become your traumas. Their anxiety will become your anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Their insecurities will become your insecurities. And I think that it's important for us to step up and not allow ourselves to just be so fable or just pliable when it comes to interacting with others. You have to protect yourself in this game, ladies and gentlemen. When you're at work, when you're having a conversation with somebody, keep a certain amount of energy reserved towards you, within you. Who are you? What do you want to gain from this conversation? And if that means keeping yourself intact, keeping your energy intact, then that's what you're going to do. Okay, so I highly, highly, highly recommend that when you go into a room, identify and know your triggers beforehand. And if you're getting triggered by something, take it to God. Pray to God about it. Our prayers don't come from us. Our prayers are preset by the Most High. So anything that you pray about, he's going to reveal things to you through your prayer. You're not even going to know what's coming out of your mouth until it comes out of your mouth. And God wants to be on this healing journey with you. And if you think he is not omnipresent, hold on, y'all. Let me make sure that's the word I don't want to say, because, we're not playing with God around here. Okay, we not. He got me, though, if I mess up. Wildly or consistently encountered. Yeah, so God is omnipresent. He's everywhere all the time. And he knows what he's doing with you. Ain't nothing you going to do that he ain't predestined for you. Trust me. Okay? And there's no time, like, even if you go off the rail, he's always waiting to receive you back. So the king is the realest one. So you got to remember that. So yeah, I was just saying, just make sure you know your triggers before you walk into a room. Make sure that you are deciphering between your energy and other people's energy. And also, like, just separate your energy. Pull your energy back. Don't give your energy to everybody. Don't give your energy, all of your energy, to anyone, okay, other than God, because God is the one that will renew it. He'll restore it. He'll make it plain. He'll make it simple. He'll make it just. So, yeah, that's like the first tip on discernment. I would break it down for y'all again, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want, hate is a strong word. Don't say that, y'all. But I try not to be so redundant. So, yeah. Another tip is use your eyes and your senses to decipher what is going on around you. We're all interconnected, right? We all have telepathic ways of being, of communicating. If you're in the room and somebody is staring at you from a mile away, you'll be able to feel that person staring at you. I think that's an amazing quality to have, and just knowing that you'll be able to pick up on any extra energies in the room. And just pay attention to where it's coming from. Okay? Keep your eyes open and know who's in your presence, right? We're all responsible for our own energies. We're all responsible for how we show up. And you're responsible for reading the room. So look the fuck around. If somebody is, excuse me, y'all. If somebody is next to you, just peep game. They always say, like, people say that it's weird to stare, but, like, I say stare at somebody until you get all the information that you need. Like, until you feel safe in that environment, until you feel safe in that room, then pay attention. Know what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? You never know where you'll be, what bus stop, what person that'll be standing there. But you want to make sure that you are doing your best to be aware of your surroundings, because it's important to be so. Like, it's important to know and protect yourself, especially as an adult. We are our new parents. We are our new brothers. We are our new sisters. We are our new aunts. We all are new, guardians of our keep. So you got to be wise and just keep a lookout for things that are around you. Like, you gonna know if somebody energy up. Like, you gonna know if somebody look at you like an evil voice or whatever, like, or an evil look. Like, you'll be able to decipher that and then move accordingly, with that. So, and try not to judge people who are suffering. Like, you never know what somebody is going through, and how you could be an agent of change in their life, or an agent of change of light for them. Like, you never know what somebody is going through. So, while you may sense negative energy on somebody, the devil might be trying to beat them down to pulp, to nothing. The devil might be trying to come for their destiny, their purpose, for everything that's inside of them. And if God is giving you the discernment to see that, baby, show a little love, show a little kindness. Like, make sure that you're showing up in the room for the people that you love and the people that you care about, and or the people that God loves and the people that God cares about. We all have to move in a just way, and know within the truth of God, like, what that looks like. So I think that's proper. I think that's right. And I think that's love. So we all, like, should walk around like little mini gods, like just like allowing the God inside of us to radiate out into love like no other, right? Still protect yourself. Don't let the devil in your house, because that's a humdinger. You know what I'm saying? You ain't Jesus, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you should be modeling after Jesus, and that should be our aspiration for our humanity. So yeah. Oh, okay. Third one is trust God. You gotta trust that God will reveal everything to you in due time and in just time. Trust that you are, gaining you're gaining a ministry by your discernment. So, discernment does come from fear. Discernment does come from suffering. Discernment comes from regulating your nervous system and realizing that everything is not, or may be, as deep as you think it is. And it's about, reading the room, taking the time to slow down and peep where you're at and what's going on, right? So, suffering prepares, reveals you for the world that we live in. And then trusting God prepares you for the world that we're going to create, for the world that we are recreating, for the world that we are restoring and renewing. So it's important to, shout out to him for that purpose and that dynasty and that divinity. So that's important. Like I said, the fear in your mind is teaching you of the warrior inside of you that is being built. Once you face your fears, you gain a strength, a power above said fear level, right? So whatever is frightening you, I just want you to know is prompting you to become bigger than that. Did y'all hear me? Did y'all hear me in the back? Whatever is scaring you, whatever demon that is coming and trying to deter you off your path, you are to grow taller than that demon, okay? Even if you're not, taller than said, demon that comes for you, right? You are becoming more intelligent, more wise, more focused, more able to execute and destroy the things that are put in front of you, because God, he's going to give you that sword when you're down and out, and that same sword you're going to use to stand up and then gain the power to defeat that enemy. That's the purpose. That's the goal. So if there's anybody out there that's in isolation right now, anybody out there that feels like they're, drowning, or feel like they are disconnected from their daily life because they're dealing with something that they can't tell nobody about, or they don't feel comfortable telling nobody about, baby, I want you to know that you are not alone, and God is preparing you for something so much bigger. I promise you, he will not leave you. He will not forsake you in a place of dry bones. Once the bones dry up, baby, you are going to revive the whole cemetery, if you will. You will revive the whole grassland. You will have new land to build on and to conquer. Once you believe and trust in God, that he's putting you through something for you to see that the enemy is not bigger than you, but you are bigger than the enemy. So, stand up. And if you can't stand up, lay down in your glory. Take it to God. One thing that really helped me in my journey of fighting my demons has been, kneeling before the throne of God. Okay. So, and I feel like I've told this story before on the pod. We're going to jump into it. I'm not going to keep y'all too long. I know y'all busy. Now, I remember in some of my darkest times in life, I was reading a story in the Bible, and it talked about how a man went up to the door of a temple. And when they opened up the door, the light inside the temple was so bright, it was blinding. And I seldom was taken a hold by the light of that energy. Not seldom. I was absolutely taken a hold by the light of that energy. And I imagine it being so blinding that it blinded me, right? And that white light is you know, what it is. Like, it's a white light that's clearing, that's clarifying, that's purifying, that is the strongest force and energy in this world, that is love, that is light, that is care, that is the sun that comes up, that helps the plants grow. It is our energy source. Without the sun, without the heat from the sun, we would freeze and die. So just knowing I had that imagery has really, you know, just helped me constantly think of that image every time I'm at my lowest. Oh, okay, talk about the throne. So that I use that imagery every time I need to be refilled, restored, renewed. If I feel like there is a spirit on me, or there is just energy in my frequency or in my space that needs to be eliminated, I think of that light and I use it to replace what is haunting me. Right? Getting real on the pod today, y'all. It is what it is. So also, when I was at my lowest and I felt like I couldn't barely stand up, or I feel like I couldn't really like exist or make eye contact or be someone in the room, which is crazy. Like, if you know me, you know me. Like, damn, Anna, you felt like that? I did, y'all. I did. And it's a lot. It's probably when a lot of y'all, you know, knew me and hung out, right? But anyway, at my lowest point, when I was just so stripped down of everything that I thought I was, right? Or everything that, not even that, but like, I was just really getting tussled. I imagine myself just like in child's pose at the throne of the Lord, and I said, God, you can have it, take it from me. I don't want it no more. I don't know what to do with it. I am lost. I am like broken. I am bewildered. Oh Lord, I need your help. And I just stayed there. There were some days where God didn't talk to me. Nobody said anything. But I could always just escape to that place in my mind of me being kneeled down before the throne of God. And whether I liked it or not, I was safe. Mentally, spiritually, I was safe. And physically, you know, because ain't nobody, I was good. God don't play about me, baby. Okay? So, I was definitely like just down bad, like, you know, mentally, spiritually, I just didn't feel like I was enough. But there in the kingdom of the Lord, of the throne of the Most High, I'm always enough, actually more than enough. I am a kingdom kid, you know, like without blemish, without pain, without hurt. So it's important to just remember God, visualize who you want to be in the kingdom. And then when you feel strife, when you are in isolation, when you're by yourself, like put yourself in position with God, no matter what that looks like. Imagine him, have place for him in your mind, go to it and stay to it. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah. All right, so the last step is love yourself and don't be so quick to engage with everybody. Now, y'all, this is coming from a serial people pleaser. Once again, this is coming from lucky. Lucky so go so lucky type of girl. I don't know. I've always had a lot of responsibility growing up. And I've always had to be like a leader and take care of people. So I've always also been responsible for the energy in the room. And growing up, that's manifested in different ways, right? So if I'm at camp, if I'm at school, if I'm at college, if I'm at an event, like I am trying to be that main energy source for everything that's around me. And bro, it's draining. You don't gotta do all that. Like, you can just chill. Like... You can stay to yourself. Like, the energy is stronger when you give it to yourself. When you create your own world around you, your own utopia, and you're proud of just existing in your own little world. Okay? Don't be out here trying to talk to everybody. Don't be out here trying to spark up conversations with everybody. Don't be out here thinking that you got to kiki with your coworkers. No, y'all is coworkers for a reason. That was gross. I'm probably going to drink it though. Anyway, so Oh my God. Anyway, I hope y'all still with me after this pod. But yeah, so just chill out, be in your own world. Whoever gravitates towards you gravitates towards you, but you don't have to set the tone everywhere you go. Like, you can have a standard for yourself and for your life and for your bubble and for your own little world, but you can't impose your standard onto other people. People's not always ready to receive that. People not always like willing to, receive that. Or some people can genuinely be jealous of your personality and the simple fact that you want to do that. So there's a thin line, and you don't want to get caught, too in between of it. So yeah. Some people are good at hiding whatever they're going through. Me, no, not so much. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. That's just who I am, and I'm proud of it, because I'm like, some people I can't figure out, and some people I can't put my nose on, and that freaks me out. I don't know. I like to at least kind of know you for the most part. So yeah, some people are good at, hiding how they feel, stuff like that. But you have to be that number one protector. You have to be that number one lover. You have to be that number one provider for yourself, and create a safe place for you to grow and explore and expand, right? So energy doesn't lie. Trust it, even if it's quiet. Sometimes quiet can be violent. You can just tell by like nonverbal stuff, or just sounds that people make. Even it comes down to like, hellos and goodbyes. Like, if somebody is nonchalant towards a hello towards you, then 9 times out of 10 they don't really respect you like that, right? So right there and then you had a discernment, like, all right, that's the energy I just got from this person. I'm gonna be serious, I'm gonna be stern, get my business done, and get the fuck out of here. Excuse me. Sorry, second one. But like, it's important to like pick up on stuff and be like, all right, I'm gonna just get down to the nitty gritty, and then I gotta go, because if I stay in this energy field of people who don't love and respect me, before I know it, I won't be loving and respecting myself. And we ain't coming here for that. We came here to love and respect ourselves, okay? So yeah, like, for instance, somebody could be like, oh hey, or no, I can't do it. I can't mimic the hate. You know what I'm saying? Or just down to a goodbye. Like, somebody could kiki with your whole conversation, and as soon as you're leaving, they're just like ready to get you out the room, out the joint. It's good to make note of that, of people who can put up a facade, like, but you can't put up a facade towards me. I'm the type of person, I feel your energy. I've learned over time how to tap into energy. So it's just, the more you practice, the more you stay focused on creating a discernment that best serves you. You know the life you want to live, and the amount of respect that you want to receive in this world, and that's due to you because of who God made you to be. So if God made you a general, he made you a warrior, he made you a consistent one, then people need to show up consistently for you. People need to show up in the right way for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a good way for you. So it's important for you to take a hold of the promises that God has for you, of the environments, the people, the rooms that God has for you. And it starts with you having discernment to separate between the two, right? So what's for you and what's not for you. The longer you entertain what's not for you, y'all know I love the hands analogies. Longer you entertain the things that are not for you, then you will be in the energy that's not for you. And you don't want to be around energy that's not for you, because they'll do, vindictive stuff. They'll do jealous stuff. They'll do all types of weird stuff. And jealousy will get you killed, right? Jealousy will get you in so many different situations. So, like, people can really send some viper, like, energy towards you. So you gotta have discernment when somebody is not really embracing you. Don't be kikiing everybody's face. Now, good energy, good people, the right environments will help you grow. They will help you move in the direction of God, the King, the Most High, and you will be on your way. So I think that that's important to know and to love about yourself, that God wants you to choose this path. He wants you to have discernment, to walk into a room and not let nobody play with you or play in your face. Just because we're children of God and people of God don't mean we a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus was real good at like just being mute towards people. I forget, it's a story in the Bible. They were saying all this stuff to Jesus, blah, 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 blah. And Jesus was just quiet. Like, and y'all should do that as well. Like, if somebody say something to you that you don't like, and hopefully I can explain this right. If somebody do something to you that you don't like, or say something to you that you know is wrong, just ignore it. Like, I've had people do that. They'll say, you know, or like, what about that bad situation? Right? And then I'll just be like, you ain't hear me? Yeah, I heard you. So you don't got nothing to say? And that gives that person a moment to reflect on the stupid stuff that they just said out their mouth, right? So if somebody is judging, if somebody is being evil, if somebody is being hateful, we have to have discernment to like pick up on that right there in the moment. Definitely not entertaining, because we're setting the standard for the kingdom that we're bringing here on earth, right? So we're not playing those games no more. We're not doing it. So, woo! That is ICanB Monday, where we talk about everything we could be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You guys, this was a big one for me. I'm happy that you guys came out. Y'all listened to ICanB Monday. I'm very grateful to be doing, you know, what I love, which is creating these videos, learning, and then providing the knowledge that I learned along the way. God is truly doing something in my life. So I'm grateful to everyone who comes out and listens to ICanB Monday. It is a dream. It is a purpose. It is, you know, been something that has been boiling for a minute. So we're just grateful to have you, you know, be in attendance, starting your week off in a beautiful way. And that's the purpose of it, right? Like, we all got to get our like Holy Communion, or, you know, we just want to be putting that one foot in front of the other, but with the conviction and the discernment needed to get throughout the week. So I wanted to provide that for you guys today. And I thank you guys again so much for checking in with your girl. And until next time, grace.